Alright, so tips and tricks on catching these diamonds or golds, whatever you need to do. Um, the way I like to do it is I'll see how far I cast first off. Like, I'll see how far I want to cast. So this is for bait caster specifically, not really floaters. You could probably do it in a way of floaters, but you have to wait like a couple minutes every time. So when you cast out there, you want to see how far you go. So 122 feet is about as far as I cast. Just an average. So we'll go like 120 feet. So the way I do it is I'll set a waypoint and see where it's at. Alright, let's reel in. So 122 feet. So 123 feet. I picked that out perfect, okay? So if you think about it, I'm going to go 123 out, so that's what your limit is. So you kind of want to draw yourself an imaginary line that's like 122 feet, right? Or 120 feet, somewhere in there. However far you cast. Draw that imaginary line. And then, so set a marker. This is your first marker. So set just a regular add marker, and you can do whatever you want, but I just do the first one, just makes it easier. So you do that. So you have that line, and then you also want to set your marker. So like this one, 150 feet away. So you want to set it about 30 to 40 more feet than you cast. So that's how you want it. So like that one's 150 feet. It's about 30 feet longer. This one is 180 feet. So that's about 60 feet longer. So between like 30 to 60 feet. So that way when you're casting, you have some overlap. And then I like to do that all the way around. And I'll set my points all the way around the lake. Or pond, or wherever you're fishing. I mean, you can do it anywhere. Any lake you want. So I set them like that. So I go to my first point. And the way I do it is I'll cast out straight, and I'm using a spinner right now. I'm in Norway, trying to catch Arctic char, so I'm using a size, what size spinner am I? I'm using a size 1 spinner, because that's what catches golds and diamonds. There's charts on Discords that you can do to see what hook sizes are best. So I'm mainly just fishing for golds and diamonds specifically. You're not going to catch a lot. I've done this before. I've done one full lap around this lake, and I've caught 2 golds before, and then I've gone on full lap, and I've only caught a diamond, or what have you. You know, it's golds and diamonds. You're not supposed to catch a bunch of them. You're only supposed to catch a little bit. So I cast it straight out. I cast it straight out, like perpendicular with the coastline. And then I like to do, so I do 5 lines. So I'll do a coastline line, so I'll cast up the coast, and I'll reel it in. Reel it in on 5 speed. I've caught them on 5 speed, but you want to watch, pay attention. They'll start chasing it, and then you can slow it down if you need to. So I'll reel it in here. I'm gonna go to 6, make this a little bit faster. So there's nothing there. So now I've cast it that way and straight out. So I like to go right in the middle, and I'll cast it out. And I'll reel this in. I'll go fast again. See, the fish came up right there. I don't know if he's big enough for this, though. I'll slow it down if I need to. So, nothing chased it there. And I've gone straight out. And then I'll go down this coastline. And I'll reel it in. I like to run it right along the coastline. That's usually where the fish are. I've caught more fish on the coastline than I have casting out. Especially golds and diamonds. So, nothing coming up there. And then I've gone there, and there, and I'll go right in the middle. Let's see if I get lucky and hook into something here. Slow it down a little bit here. So I didn't catch nothing there either. Alright. So that gave me a full range fan of a circle about here. So that gave me a full range fan, and there was nothing there. So then, I'll go to my next point. I'll just track it so I know where I need to go. Come over here. Make sure I find a spot that I cannot drown at, because being a fisherman, you can't swim for some reason. So we'll cross here. We'll come over here to this point. We'll come out. Now, cast straight out again. So see how now I'm overlapping a little bit of what I've already fished. So you get a little bit of overlap just in case. But you're also getting a full spectrum on catching these fish. Now you're covering the whole lake to see where they're at. And if you do this all the way around the lake, you're more than likely... So I got 10 spots around this lake. There's 10 areas, so I got these 5, and then I got 4, and then I also have one right in the middle. So I go right where this is at. So I go right in the middle, and I'll do 10 casts, and I'll just do a complete circle. That way I can complete the middle part of it. So we've gone there, go about halfway in between the coastline here. Just reel this in. Let's see if you ever get anything here. I probably won't get one because I just caught a gold right before this. So nothing there. And then we'll go about right here again. So now we're overlapping again. So it gives you a full coverage on your lake. There's fish jumping everywhere out there. Too bad my hook's too big for them. I'm specifically going for Arctic char right now because I find that they're the most fun to bring in, but also the easiest, especially if you have lighter tackle. But you can do any fish, anything that you want. Now, in this case, where you have like this, where you can't like go straight this way or straight this way, you want a little bit more coverage, because we've already casted this spot right here. So you want a little bit more coverage. I'll walk down this way, just a little bit, and I'll just bring it through this channel. Best way to do it, I would think. You could do it different ways if you want to. If you have shorter casts, you're going to have to do a lot more points on your map. You're going to have to do a lot more points. But in this case of this, I would go down this way. You're still getting full coverage. I don't ever go deep into the channels, but I'll go about this far. Just in my same spot right here, my same point. And then I'll do one more this way, right along the coastline. About 20 feet off. And I'll bring my pole out. That way I'm just running right along the coast. Right along the edge. Just to see if I get anything. See if we get lucky. And we don't get anything. So, we'll go to my next point. Next point's all the way over there. See, this is about 200 feet over, but if you think about it, I cast 120 feet. So if you double that, 246. So that point's 223. So I'm still going to have overlap once I get over here. So once I get over here, I'm still going to have overlap because I cast it from over there. So I'm going to cast 120 feet that way. So there's still going to be about 40 feet of overlap. But we'll go back at it again here. Cast straight out. I got back up to speed again. You just keep reeling in. And that's all I really do on that. go down the coastline again. A little bit too far to the right. See what we get. Oh, see, look at that. Fish on right off the bat, just like that. This setup works, and this is the best way to do it. What the fuck? Did I catch a char, or is that a brown char? Oh, it's a char. Okay, that's what I'm going for. What do we got? Gold. You don't catch a lot of fish, but when you do, they are the ones. Cast out this way. Who's my one?